Explain. Make me understand.
All right, so there's a call for helicopter. It's like low, huh?
Because this goes back to when you were HOH.
Well, when I was HOH, the reason that I wanted to put him up was because you had all those people floating.
Right.
You know
However,
what I mean? And
you told me it irritates you immensely the fact that he would say he didn't know any seasons or watch any seasons.
I mean, I got so sick and tired of hearing him say, oh, he's never seen any of these Big Brother things before. And then he asked you, like, direct things that happened, like Marcellus when he was up against Amy and didn't use the veto. I didn't know who Marcellus was up against when he didn't use the veto.
Right.
You know, pulls out all these things, and I got so sick of his, so James, tell me again about what happened in your season. And I'm just like, he's annoyed the fuck out of me.
So right now, what is it that's bothering you about him more than anything?
Well, he was nominated because he was a floaters free HOH week, if they got HOH.
Right.
And I wanted to make the floaters either step back or step up.
Okay.
I prefer that they step back.
Right.
I can't deal with the constant stupid questions. You can't trust the guy. You know what I mean? It's like with you, who's one of the more evil players of all time. At least if you give your word, it's good.
Right.
You know what I mean? If Will tells me something,
that's this season.
He does it.
Season 3, my word meant nothing.
Right. I know.
Right.
The thing is, his word means nothing.
Right.
And everyone just overlooks him, and they just kind of cast him off, and he's just sitting around here, walking around, doing nothing but lying to everybody, and he's fucked up the game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know? Because he's not playing with any sort of strategy or any sort of common sense.
Is he? Who, Chicken George?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, honestly, what did it for me was when
if somebody really saves you. The reason Allison was so hated is because people directly helped her stay in the game, and she shit on them.
Right.
Now, people have directly helped him stay in the game,
and he
shit on them. Howie was a perfect example. Howie, me, Will, and Boogie pleaded with Janelle to put up Marcellus. Okay? And we voted his ass out. And if it would have been George would have gone home.
Possible.
You know? And it's just like, Howie really trusted George, and he slapped him in the face.
Right. Well, the thing with George, and like he's one of those people you don't know what he's going to do in the game.
No idea.
But him during the power of veto ceremony saying, Janelle, I can't put you up, even though everybody wants you, and Boogie wanted me to put you up. It was more like, wow, you just called everybody out. I mean, of course, naturally she understood what was going on in the game, but he made a statement like that. 2, he was contemplating to nominate me. 3, he made you...
Already nominated me.
He made you his target. You were his target. 4,
I'm glad I got him coming after me instead of other people.
4, the other 2 members of LOD, he was coming after. So right there, it did not sit well with me.
And the only people he wants safe are Erica and Janelle. Sorry, that doesn't work into my plans too well.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I have to do what's best for me in this game. And right now, as much as I want to keep him around because I thought he was an ally, I realize he's not.
Bye-bye.
Huh?
Bye. I'd like to go out 3-1 with everyone's vote but Janelle's.
Well, I was completely hurt. When he thought about wanting to nominate me, I was seriously, James, I was hurt. I was like, wow. And I realized you can't play this game.
I wasn't too worried because you would have stayed over Erica.
I would have. But the fact that he had the chutzpah or the audacity to actually put me up, I was like, wow. But, I guess he thought it was something he felt. He thought I was trying to hang him out to dry, and I said that was not the case, George. It was this and that, and, so be it. Now, did he tell Janelle that you mentioned his name? Her name?
He did the first time, but when she went back up there, I'm like, now you fucking tell him, ask him if I said your name again. And she's like, no, he didn't mention any specifics.
And I never said her name when I went up there. I was going up there to save my butt. Does she know that?
I don't know.
I never did.
You and her should just sit down and have a conversation. What else was I going to say about him? I think the thing is like, when he called everyone out in the red room, I don't know if he did that necessarily as a strategy or just of trying to save his own ass. I don't think it was a strategy. Like, when I sit down and have conversations with the guy, and he's like, oh my God, James, I have to tell you, it was the scariest thing I've ever seen. And I'm thinking, like, he's going to tell me about, you know, he saw, like, someone get shot in front of him or someone die in front of him or something like that. He talks about how there was a gas scare after September 11th. Now he was driving down the highway, and on half a tank, he normally likes to fill all the way up so he doesn't run out of gas. And now he got so scared because he, like, had to wait in these long lines of gas, and they were price gouging. And I'm just like, if somebody tells you it's the scariest thing they've ever seen as the segue to a story, you feel like it's going to be like, I don't know, I watched a child run over by a lawnmower. You think it's like something disgusting and like horrible and like traumatic. And he's talking about long lines at a fucking gas station?
Well, James, I mean, people have different tolerance or different fear factors. But like I said, for game reasons right now, he has to go.
Yes, for game reasons right now, all but 2 people have to go. And since I'm on the block right now, I am perfectly happy with Chicken George going.
Honestly, I have a newfound respect for him when he competed in that POV and done everything he had to do. He didn't stop for 60 days. I was telling him to carry on, don't give up. FJ, so what he said, you can't do it for 30 days. I believe you can do it. I know this means the world to you, blah, 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 blah. And it was just like...
Well, the thing is, like, people let their guard down with him, and they have heart-to-heart moments. Like, I've had several of those moments with him where I feel like we're connecting on a non-game level.
Doesn't matter.
But then he shits on your face, and it's just kind of like, I don't share that with a lot of people in here, so when I think that I can share that with someone, and then it's like, you get the foot in the ass, you're just like, you son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
You son of a bitch. You're supposed to make me stop biting my nails. I don't know what the fuck your problem is. You're not doing your job.
I can't do everything for you. Try to make you be a good boy.
I'm a good boy outside of the house. I'm a good boy inside the house.
God help, like, when you have your house and that paper boy throws that newspaper wrong and you happen to be out there in your robe drinking a cup of coffee, I see you picking up that newspaper and hurling it back at the newspaper boy on his bicycle.
First of all, there are no paper boys anymore.
They are.
Well, not in major cities, and I don't plan on living anywhere else but a major city. Anyways, I am anal here because there's a lot of people here messing this place up bad, and no one's going to come in and clean it.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you being retaliatory when someone does something to you. I don't care about the anal. That you're being anal. The fact that the newspaper threw a newspaper at you that landed in mud, that splattered on you, and you sitting there with your coffee, your first reaction is to pick up that newspaper and throw it back at them.
No way, if he's on his bike, he's already down the street, I'd have to get in my car and fucking hit him with a car door. Whap! Just kidding.
It was scary, James. I don't know if you are.
Of course I am. That's assault.
What am I going to do? Sarah? Lord Jesus.
I don't know, but I hope they show me throwing the pie at the midget.
You threw the pie at the little person. What is wrong with you?
He hit me in the face with it.
Wait a minute. You know it's bad when you squat down and the little person's coming, doing their role, getting paid to do a job, and you like, I hope you have health insurance. Something's wrong with you, man. You're sadistic. Absolutely sadistic. Jesus. I thought I was bad, but James, I thought you were the male version of me. I really don't think you, I think you are at a different level than I am.
Oh.
Completely different level.
Oh, it was funny. I apologized afterwards.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. I did when he was dancing.
It's like stabbing someone in the eye. Like, I'm sorry.
I threw a pie at him. It's no big deal. He's dressed in a fucking dwarf outfit.
It's a little person. You're attacking someone that is little. They're small. They're tiny. And you're like a giant.
I was on my knees.
Did you throw the pie at him on your knees?
No, I stood up and...
You stood up, towering.
And followed him down the line.
And you did full, like, baseball full force.
No, I don't think I'd do it like that.
Yes, you did. I know you did.